More Heroes of Might and Magic 3 in this economy? It's more likely than you think. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. When we last left off, we were working towards many illustrious and important goals. First of which, we're going to Boyd start to make his way back over to the skeleton transform of all of these fresh recruits that we've got. We've got many gremlins, and I'm sure Ziff won't mind that we just take those and shove them straight into a skeleton transformer, right? Apparently not. At any rate, we shall press onwards. So, Frederick has a few tasks to perform. One of them is to gain access to this boat and eliminate the water elementals here, the ice elementals specifically. He'll also need to eventually visit the School of Magic here, and then once those things are done, he should be also getting to this pyramid here in order to, collect all this. But I think we're still missing one or two pieces of those artifacts, if I recall correctly. We'll need to double check that. But otherwise, yeah, we're basically doing good and doing well. So let's continue. We also have even more enchanters here, which is interesting, and the genies too. Because I was thinking, Boyd could be like an interesting side hero that might be able to handle some tasks. Like once he's rocking around with a legion of skeletons and, you know, the decent amount of ghost dragons he has, I think there's potential there. So, we'll keep that good time rolling. It will take him a while to get anywhere, of course, but we shall get there eventually. So let's go and take these. Ziff, I guess, will be bumming around on these for the time being. Although we may yet take them at some point. So, Frederick should also learn this air shield that's here. Ziff, frankly, Ziff should just head up to that quest card that's available for her. As for Henrietta, I don't see why she can't just go around and keep killing Eris over and over. Don't see why not. We also have Sam here who's got a bunch of miscellaneous items of note. She actually sort of stuck in here until we deal with Ziff as well, which is, again, interesting. So, at least we can do the various skeleton transformy deeds in the meantime. Tancred's also got some reinforcements to deliver as well. He shall meet up with Boyd. So Boyd, for example, might be able to do the gold dragons fight with enough mana. You know, just keep resurrecting everything. Animating them from the dead. We shall see. Obviously, we do need to just continue to apply pressure to the enemy. And we have story as well. A merchant from Antagarich brought good news. Stedwick had been liberated. Demons and subterranean creatures are being chased all over Arathia, and allegedly the land will soon be free of them. The trader also shared some bits and pieces of information about the conflict with Tatalia and Kluod, and the backing that Gavin Magnus's troops have provided to Arathia there, but I wasn't listening to him anymore. I no longer thought of the Kriegans as invincible. I still woke up screaming at night when I saw the celestial invaders' ugly countenances in my dreams, but if humans and elves were able to fight them, maybe we too could get even with them someday. There was, however, neither the time nor place to think seriously about it. Burton's needs demanded the full extent of my energy. Indeed they do. So let us proceed. Guess we'll just flag that for fun, but... and carry on. There's also some nymphs here as well, which could be interesting. Like, there's a bunch of bodies. If we combine all the bodies together, like here there's a horde of dudes. There's a great logistical effort that would need to be done to make it all happen. But we could easily be palling around with, 2,000 skeletons instead of the measly 600 we've currently got. So let's carry on though, we do have these champions to deal with. We'll claim back this gem pond as well, because it is being a nuisance. We do need these gems in order to continue training pirates into gunslingers. But it's a fair observation that I'm currently not making the best use out of my heroes at the moment. Some of them are sort of moving in erratic ways. So maybe Tancred could be sort of enlisted to hire all of the various elves and nymphs and stuff and throw them into the skeleton transformer. Could be a worthwhile pursuit. Not that I find the idea of a skeleton transformer, like, quite horrifying, frankly, but it is what the game wants us to do. I suppose we don't have to. We are doing the undead thing this particular mission. Okay, Tancred. So, look, 18 armadillos, we might as well just hand them over. We do also have these boots of levitation that probably shouldn't be lost, you know. They will serve a purpose, so let's move those over. We'll also put that over as well. This all seems reasonable. And Tancred could just hold on to some enchanters for the short term. Meanwhile, Boyd will be moving forwards. Another hero eliminated. Feels good. Feels appropriate. Walking Dead, let's get them into the army. We also need to get this dragon into the army as well, get that upgraded. So we've got another 100 dudes here as well, right? There's no shortage of volunteers. Still, let's proceed. This person just ran past Frederick, hoping we wouldn't notice, clearly. I am mildly busy, so, you know. We'll throw out the slow. These champions will need to be sufficiently slowed. They're also now weakened. It's been a little while since the last HotA episode, I must admit. It's been a hectic few weeks over here. But it's good to be playing this game. I sort of realised when I started the playthrough that it was going to be a long one. Like, I think that sort of went without saying, but yes. Now, I can't really sacrifice the Sentinel automatons like I might have done in the past, because it's actually just going to get them killed. I do not have the additional things. But we can do the clone strats. Let's give that a go. That'll be amusing. Let's retreat with the Olgoi-Khorkhoi. We'll continue to fire away at the enemy. So we're going to retreat with the regular Sentinel automatons, but as for these, we're going to activate Detonation of Death, and then we're going to charge forward against these ones here. Of course, because we don't have enemy retaliation, they don't immediately detonate. It's an argument for using regular ones, of course, but yeah. We'll see what sort of explosions happen here. Boom! We'll just check how much damage that actually did in a moment. So let's see. 23 champions perished from that cloned explosion. Making use of Frederick's specialty there. Feels good. We may still have problems, however, but we shall see. Could chuck down a bless. Let's do that. Oh, blessings. It's not quite enough to get things done. We'll devour this corpse for an additional strike. I guess the armadillos are going to have to be a hero. Bad luck descends upon the champion, though. Still, the 55 stack might make things happen. Still, the armadillos, they are the expendable units, are they not? I wonder what happens when you clone Olgoi-Khorkhoi. Do they get the attack count as well? An interesting notion. Doesn't look like it. I suppose it doesn't super matter anyway, because the retaliation's just going to be a thing. Either way, the champions are no more. We have defeated them using the power of love and bullets. Let us now board the ship, as it was destined. Because we have got some ice elementals to take care of. Eris is still running away bravely. Does mean, of course, that the defences are splintered. Not a bad thing, some might say. And Ziff is slowly making her way over to the quest guard. It is an interesting point of the reinforcements as well, because like they are starting to accumulate. We've got like 10 gunslingers here right now, for example. So it is interesting. There's an argument for just continuing to bonk the heroes over and over, because every time we do, we just kill a little bit more of their armies, but most of this just looks like tavern stuff, to be honest. Like, they grabbed the external dwelling creatures and then just moved on. But we'll move here for now. Possibly go to the enchanted dwelling in a bit. Got a dragon. Feels good. Let's kill the dragon. That won't feel good, but it'll work. Boyd. So we'll take the ghost dragons, the skeletons. Guess these lot are staying. Might as well put those there. Let's murder these units. And now these ones will be the next to join the cause. Alright, Todd, go back up to the other watering place. Let's chain them up. So, more skeletons. Excellent. They're continuing to accumulate at a decent pace now. Let's have Boyd go home for a short period of time. This will be a tense battle, so we'll do that at the end of the turn. It is unfortunate that we're unable to move through these areas, but it is what it is. I guess Henrietta can pick up the reinforcements. She's not really doing anything right now. Alright, Ziff. At the sight of you, the gremlin hides in the thorny thickets. It will be challenging to get him to part with the scroll. We'll find out how that goes next turn. But for now, the Battle of Glory and Dreams. There are many ice elementals. It's a shame they're going to forget how to use their water abilities because, you know, we're just that amazing. The Orb of Vulnerability already coming in handy. We're going to need to cast a Slow next turn. There's still issues that must be overcome. Still, we're doing a lot of damage. Feels good. Let's get in there. Oh, look at that. Because we're on the lucid pools, we slither instead of diving. That is interesting. Alright, so the top stack can still reach. That's good to know. That being said, we should be able to defeat them with the power of gun, you'd think. So let's start working on the next stack. Meanwhile, we shall retreat over here in order to draw these enemies down. Oh, one remains. I can handle one. I'm glad I did go for it though, of course. Ice Elemental did 1 damage. Quite impressed. So does that mean the Olgoi-Khorkhoi can't consume corpses here? Because that would be interesting. It can devour corpses, it just can't dig. Interesting. So let's do that now. Okay. Interesting. Is a clone going to be more powerful than anything else? I think it might be. We're going to do a clone. Move out of her way. And this might be a bit of a problem, though. Well, let's just pounce. If we position ourselves here, we'll block for the shooters. So that was the sort of transpiring as I expected. The clone would draw the aggro. That was the plan. We could try to repair now, but I think we'll hold off for the time being. What do we do? A bless? It's time for the Olgoi-Khorkhoi to strike. A cure. Not terrible. We could strike again. I think we'll just take out this dude so we can have a full shot. Yeah. I say dude. These are clearly women water elementals. Still, our defense skill's pretty good. We've only lost a few units so far, which is quite gratifying. The enchanters will have to move along a little bit. Let's issue another clone. And that may open the way to further punishment. No, it doesn't. Excellent. I think it's time for that repair, though, that I was contemplating earlier. We're going to descend upon this enemy. We'll repair up the automatons. Excellent. We'll issue one more bless. And there we go. We lost one Olgoi-Khorkhoi and 3 Sentinel automatons, defeating 3,000 ice elementals. And with ease, might I add. Of course, this will be a place that will need Henrietta to visit at some point, but that is still a victory. A victory I shall take. A victory I shall relish. Ha ha ha! Such relishment. Okay. Let's have Boyd sort of camp out in his hideout for a little bit, while we have the minions, so to speak, do their job. There are things we need to do, after all. There is a great number of sandworms, for instance, that are required for purchase. We'll get onto those. So this is the anti-magic scroll. An interesting scroll. It's not the scroll I thought it might be, which is, again, curious. Like, where is this scroll of Hypnotize? That is a perturbing thought, is it not? That being said, it's time to equip the Wizard's Well here, just so we can have some mana restoration. But, yes, I am perturbed. Possibly even disturbed. Let's get the dragon. Of course, all these elves will be coming with us. We'll hire all of the cove meat as well. Maybe it's just somewhere I'm unable to see it. Let's look for artifacts using the zoomed out view. So there's an artifact here. No, there's a teleporter, sorry. There's an artifact here, that's the golden bow. Artifact here, that's the boots of speed. There just doesn't appear to be any additional artifacts that I haven't seen. And there's no underground layer. So unless it's in this bottom island, which is possible. Could also be a quest reward, perhaps. Of course, we've got to do our usual resource gathering, our gems. We need these gems. Nice little Depict 1 reference there. Alright, guess we'll get the Warehouse of Crystal with Zif. Zif's usefulness is fleeting, however. Just something to note. So let's get that +1 of a something. I think we'll go for some knowledge. Just to get a little bit of additional spell power. Speaking of things that we can apply our knowledge to, however, let's just make sure we've got those runes of Orb of Vulnerability equipped. Which we'll eventually trade in, but we're actually making good use of it right now, so we're just going to continue to do so. So we're going to, of course, cast Forgetfulness. These do span the map, which means we'll lose our armadillos, but that's okay. Oh, never mind. Not a problem. Enchanters, a balanced unit for all intents and purposes, and you cast Bloodlust. Just don't cast Cure and then we'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And the way a cookie ought to crumble. Not that I go around crumbling cookies, you understand. Now we gotta just body block for all our legendary shooters. Of which there are very many. Even with the slow, there's a lot of killing to be done. Might as well get a hit in here. Excellent. And we'll just slither there. Of course we're on a boat, so we're slithering as well. If there's one thing we're seeing this video, it's Slithering Olgoi-Khorkhoi. And that's a mouthful right there. They're an interesting creature, the Olgoi-Khorkhoi, when you think about it. Like, the only reason it seems exotic to us is because we're not Mongolian. Because it's apparently quite a creature from their folklore, the Mongolian deathworm. So, yeah. Interesting, though. Let's chuck out the Bless. It just does so much extra damage on our shooters. Maybe not so much the enchanters, but the other shooters. So, yeah. Who's going to be on to kill those? I guess we'll have the bounty hunters. Oh no, the enchanters will just finish those off. That'll be excellent. Can we do some kiting here? Not really. Not really. We can have someone go here. Excellent. We don't have a clean shot yet, so we'll just hold off. Let them make their move towards us. Still a lot of enchanters. They're going to take some shooting. We may have to issue out a clone next turn. Yeah, I mean, that's killing 2. So, mind you, we do have gunslingers. That's doing a lot of damage. Ah, what a damage. I guess we'll move these engineers here, just to get them out the way. We do have a large number of acids here. Let's just devour this corpse. What a tasty, yummy experience that might have been, presumably. We'll move this Olgoi-Khorkhoi here. That may potentially bait back these sorceresses. This stack does need to die this turn. Everything else is sort of not a big deal. But we do need to kill off the acids. And the Sentinel Automatons are going to bail over here. But I think it is time to pull out all the stops, including this clone that I prepared earlier, which I currently do not have equipped. So I do not have the ability to fire out the clone, as it were. Is that a problem? We do have a lightning bolt that kills 19. What else do we have? We don't have precision. We do have... Do we have sorrow? No. I mean, we're going to do a decent wallop with our gunslingers, of course. Well, actually, it's just fine. Why am I bothered? I have 172 gunslingers. There is no problem. I should be thinking more cowboy, you know. What problem is there that isn't solved with the application of gunpowder? You know. It just seems correct, doesn't it? Now, actually, the slow is actually worn off because it was an enchanter's slow, but it's also, again, not ultra relevant. because we could just kill them anyway. I'm not too excited about having the Olgoi-Khorkhoi just dive in and die. It seems bad. Not sure else to do though. I guess we could chuck out a Bloodlust or a Haste. I mean, our attack skill's 25, their defense skill's 12 and 9. Their attack skill's 17, my defense skill's 25. They'll still kill a few, because there's just so many, and they've got no melee penalty. Well, we need to do something to make sure that these enchanters don't murder our face. Let's chuck out the slow. Sort of doesn't really make a huge difference though, apart from just changing the turn priority, so maybe that wasn't the smartest move in the universe. Alright, well let's pounce upon the sorceresses. Give him a nice double attack. And that did do a decent amount. Let's see if we can have all the other units wail upon the sorceresses and finish them off. The gunslingers will take care of the enchanters. I mean, this is a bit superficial, but... you know, I'm okay with this outcome. There we go. There was a lot there, after all. There's even a seer's hut here now. There's plenty to explore. But you know what, we're going to call that an episode. Thank you for watching, and when we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.